Our reporter Alex Ashton asked Aucklanders whether their city should replace Wellington as the capital.
I think remain in Wellington, that's where it's always been.
I think it should stay in Wellington.
Why is that?
I just think it's part of our history and a really important part of our country, and I think it would be really upsetting, I think, for a lot of people if it moved up here.
I want to know whether you think the capital city should remain as Wellington or should it be moved?
Oh, I quite like Wellington. Yeah, you're thinking about the earthquake?
Yeah, we're just looking at the idea that's been floated by a couple of people that because it's been shown in the last week to be at risk and from flooding and quakes and things, would Auckland perhaps be a better capital city?
Oh, if there was an earthquake in Auckland, you'd probably want Wellington, wouldn't you?
I don't want it here at Auckland.
Why is that?
There's enough traffic already.
I mean, Auckland is pretty vulnerable. If something happens, the buildings and stuff in Auckland actually are really vulnerable in how they're constructed, so it might just be as much of a risk. It might just be from a different life force rather than an earthquake. It could be tsunamis or it could be something else.
Given the events of the last week with the quakes and the floods, it's quite prone.
Auckland.
Auckland, why is that?
I thought about this before already. I think that it's unstable. I mean, the ring of fire is always going to be there, and you don't know, new fault lines are coming up. So, yeah.
Oh, I reckon it should remain in Wellington.
Why is that?
What's the heart and soul of Wellington? Imagine the issues that will cause in Auckland if we shift the capital to Auckland, people will shift out of Wellington and they'll come here, and we've already got a problem with housing, so that'll just increase the housing problem.
Of course it should.
And why is that?
Well, it's the traditional seat of government, so that's where everything's based. It should remain in Wellington.
I think it should remain.
And why is that?
Don't have a good reason for it to shift. Infrastructure's down there, the beehive's there. It does a good job, stood up in the earthquake, so proven track record.
Because it's quite close to the South Island as well. It's just something to do with the commuting here.
Awesome. So well placed physically, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
You must have the this political centre in the more towards the centre of the whole island, so that it is more representative.
Well, it's a bit to ponder, isn't it? But maybe Palmerston North would be a good place.
And why is that?
It's in the middle of the North Island, isn't it, more or less? I don't think they have earthquakes there.
Auckland's got too much going for it, so yeah, give Wellington something. Needs some life back in the day. All the public servants down there, they deserve a bit of a break. Yeah, why move it to Auckland?
Theoretically, economically and socially, Auckland is the hub of New Zealand, so yeah, potentially.
So as you heard, Alex found overwhelmingly Aucklanders think Wellington should be the capital. Our texts, which are flooding in from Aucklanders, say overwhelmingly Wellington should be the capital. Quite extraordinary. We're a bit taken aback by that. What do the people of Wellington say? Should the capital move from Wellington?
No, I think Wellington should continue to be the capital because it's in the centre of New Zealand. Where would it go anyway? Where's safer?
No, I think it's okay where it is, but we need to address the issues about getting in and out.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
No, definitely not.
No, absolutely not.
No, definitely not.
Should the capital of New Zealand be moved out of Wellington?
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
So where would you move it to?
Somewhere north of Paikakariki. You want a place where it's easy to get at, there's not going to be any slips or, hills or, So somewhere where it's accessible probably from east, south and north.
No, I don't think so.
No, you shouldn't. This is Wellington region is a great place.
Overwhelmingly for Wellington, the people we've spoken to.